And tonight here on The Rant, you are ending this week with a lot on your mind about the top stories across Kentuckiana this week and in our country. Some of you are calling us to talk about the controversial congresswoman from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yesterday, her fellow lawmakers removed her from the powerful House Budget Committee and House Education and Labor Committee because of her behavior. And you're also talking about the new police chief, Erica Shields, and her plan to add deflection to LMPD. Instead of sending police officers to all calls, 911 operators would decide if caseworkers are needed instead.
This is the silliest thing I've ever heard about not sending police officers to a call and the dispatcher making up their mind whether they should go with a social worker. What do they want to do? Get our social workers killed?
But there is no way that this man can get a fair trial in Louisville. If anyone thinks that he can, there has been way too much publicity here in the city of Louisville.
Our country lost a good Senator, Al Franken, over something he did several years ago when he was a comedian, and it was not excusable. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene can threaten to shoot people in the head a year before she was elected and to hang former presidents in her yard or wherever, and it's acceptable because she did it before she was elected onto the seat.
This rant is on Morgan Wallen. This is for Donna in Indiana, who said, "Let this be a teachable moment." This is not the first time he has used the N-word or a slur. He has been caught multiple times doing this. Hit him in his pockets. He'll learn.
More rants coming in. Betty in Fern Creek. It's past time for children to be back in school. They've lost a year of learning, not to mention the mental and social concerns. The teachers union is doing a disservice to our children. On Rand Paul not wearing a mask when he speaks on the floor of the U.S. Senate, we had a rant call about that last night. Janet in Litchfield reacts. He has antibodies. He doesn't need a mask. The Ohio senator shows his ignorance by not understanding the science. Joseph in Middletown, wear the mask or leave. Simple. What a blatant embarrassment for the state of Kentucky. And Tammy in Bardstown, he should not be allowed to be there. No one is immune. After the antibodies leave your body, you can get it again. I hope he is washing his hands. On our story last night about neighbors on Dixie Highway saying they're now trapped due to the improvement project, Melanie in Louisville, anywhere north of Dixie Manor on Dixie Highway is the worst. I avoid it all times, if at all possible. Traffic was bad before and is 10 times worse now. Backups and traffic jams, people making U-turns without looking. What a nightmare. Dwayne in Louisville, you have a good amount of people who think the rules don't apply to them. When there is a sign saying no U-turns or don't make a left turn, it does not matter if there's a gap in the median. Turning left puts lives in danger. I can't count the number of close calls I've had. Well, you are watching the vaccines take place slowly, and still not enough vaccines for huge sections of the population, but the shots are being given, a milestone in Louisville today. And so after a few weeks of this, what's your grade, your opinion of what you're seeing so far? The Rant is the perfect place to give us your thoughts. Post a message on my Facebook page. You can use Twitter at WHAS11Doug. Keep the emails coming to The Rant at WHAS11.com. I read every single one of them, and the toll-free Rant line is open at 855-749-1101.